In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about watching for extra syllables in a line of verse in Shakespeare. So, you know, the normal iambic pentameter is 10 syllables, 5 strong stresses, dee-dum, 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 dee-dum. But you also know that that's merely a pattern, and Shakespeare will break that pattern at times. We've already seen things like the feminine ending, which does involve an extra syllable rather, at the end of a line. And here's an example. To be or not to be, that is the question. To be or not to be, that is the question. That's the feminine ending. And we've seen trochaic substitutions, a number of different ways that Shakespeare can vary the line, perhaps for the sound of the thing, but also sometimes to emphasize a word or to draw attention to something. There are also times when Shakespeare writes a line that has more than 10 syllables and they fall somewhere inside the line. And this is one of the most famous lines in Shakespeare. It's still a line of blank verse. It's got 5 strong stresses in it, but it's actually got 14 syllables. O Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Now, stresses, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? It's the name Romeo that's giving us trouble, isn't it? O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? So in that case, you've got, divide these syllables. And I am here, right? Unstressed, stressed. But these, unstressed, unstressed, stressed, are anapaests. So this is a line that actually has 3 anapaests. Now when you think of it, since Juliet here is drawing attention to the fact that Romeo should have a different name, right? Why are you Romeo, the line means. The fact that the name itself disrupts the normal blank verse line makes some sense. It's drawing attention to Romeo's name. Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? So that actually emphasizes the very thing that Shakespeare wants to make a point about, and that's his name. Now, it's also possible that an actor could elide those syllables. To elide means just essentially to put them together. Let me try that one again. E-L-I-D-E, to elide a syllable together. And you'll sometimes see that happening when the is before a word and Shakespeare wants you not to pronounce the by itself, but to elide it with the word that comes after. So you'll sometimes see that E dropped off and an apostrophe there instead. And that means that this is not to be read as a separate syllable. It's the elephant.